Today is Saturday, November the 6th, 2021. It's 2:08 in the afternoon. This video is for my Karmic Quirks page. I'm having an idea about prison reform and dealing with the staffing issues and the violent encounters that happen between the prisoners and the guards. There has to be a new blueprint for the way prisons run, a completely different strategy that is currently in place right now, that is currently in place right now. And the way it's going to be best outlined is by ensuring that the emotional temperaments of each individual are analyzed and put on their profiles, so that, which they basically already are, from what I understand, in most prisons anyways. I'm not sure that they're all very accurate and well kept though, and that's the essential part of it all that matters. They have to be accurately kept up basically every single day. And incidences involving violent outbursts definitely always need to be marked down and taken into account. Then the way that people are put together within the prison system need to be analyzed as well, based off of their emotional charts and the level of control essentially that they have over their emotions. And there should be a labeling system, a category system, so that certain categories aren't put together at all. And I know some prisons run this way, or at least have those protocols, but they're not enforced, not everywhere, and they need to be. And and these different categories will basically be the way to bring balance into the prison systems, so that there aren't as many violent encounters, and so that there aren't as many unpleasant experiences for people. Because I understand that for most people who are victims of crimes and who have had their lives put at ease by a certain people being put behind bars that have caused harm or disruption in their life somehow, I understand that they don't like the idea of prison being a not so unpleasant experience. They like the idea of them having an unpleasant experience, and they want that that level of karma essentially to play out into that individual that caused them harm, so that they could feel some type of repercussions for what they did to them. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. I understand it. I don't not understand that feeling. I understand that there's a certain type of cathartic healing that happens when you know that somebody else that has did you wrong has earned a type of negative experience, and you've heard about it. It's healing in some way. And to be honest, I haven't personally yet figured out how to overcome that feeling inside of me entirely, because I still have that feeling in me as well, like that thought. But deep down inside, in my higher self, in my soul, my higher soul, I understand that that is not going to help heal us as a whole, as a collective entity of human people. It's not going to help us heal. I understand that. And so I know the best way is for prisons to have a positive reform where people that are actually going into prison are actually becoming reformed and perhaps able to rejoin the human collective on the outside, or maybe something similar in their confined areas. But because I know that deep down, everyone was a child at one point, and as children were born innocent, we're born sinless, and it is only through our experiences and through the traumatic encounters we've had with people in our lives that we love, especially, it is only through that monsters are born. Human monsters are created, or as I prefer to see it or understand it, that they're allowed to exist within humans. Because I honestly don't think human beings are programmed to live the way we do, the way we are so angry and violent and vengeful and aggressive and all of that negativity within us that causes us to not feel empathy and sympathy for one another. I don't believe that we're programmed to be that way. I believe that it's that way for a reason, and that reason is for the benefit of others that are not us. And I don't want to get into all of that right now, because that's not what this video is about. It's about the prison reform and that whole aspect of our society, in America especially, where it is very bad. Because there are some countries that actually have very good prison systems and have positive turnover rates for their prisoners and how they interact with the world once they're out of prison. But we're not one